Alright, welcome back to Make It Mental, everybody. This is the Dayton Audio Bluetooth speaker kit. You may or may not have seen it, but I'm doing this for another person. I'm building this kit for that person, and I realized I didn't go over in quite detail that I probably should have, so I'm going to go over that now since I have this opportunity. So what you're looking at here is the amplifier board, and this black square that you see right here, that's going to be your speaker output. It is clearly labeled here, but it may be hard to identify. And then the thing that I didn't go over, I believe, is the crossovers. So this little lead right here, you're going to cut it off. Right, if you plan on using this connector for something else, it is a connector that is common in other electronic goodies. You might want to cut it down about an inch, save yourself some space to be able to maybe use it for something else. But if you don't care about it, you just want to build a speaker, cut that thing off. And this is your input. So this is where you're going to connect this. After you plug it in here, you're going to take two of these black leads and you're going to connect them into here. You're going to, if you want to do it right, you would solder them and heat shrink them together, right? But if you've never done soldering before, do a nice strong mechanical tie, use some electrical tape. Everything is clearly labeled, right? Forget what it says up here, included, all that stuff. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, this is number 1. Just start working away around the board. And it's not in numerical order. Just start working around the board. Just start plugging in each one of these little individual things. This is your Bluetooth receiver. Just start going around the board. And then your other part of your crossover, and let's see if I can focus in on it. See that W right there? That's your woofer positive. Then there's another one right here. It's a different color lead. That's your tweeter positive. So this strand of wires right here that I have in my hand, my right hand, is your driver, your big driver, and this here is your tweeter, right? So just pay attention to those little details, and everything should work out okay. And your battery board, I mentioned this before. It seemed like, at least on mine, this is not the battery board, but it seems like there are several locations you can use the battery board on, and either one of them are fine. And here's your battery board here. So you can use any one of those connections on the battery board. It should work out. If it doesn't work out, just switch it to a different location. Since this person here wants to use the original MDF, I reinforced it with some glue blocks, because this stuff right here is like a 1/4 inch thick. It's not very thick at all. Not that that's going to cause any severe problems, but it's just going to help strengthen the cabinet overall if it should accidentally get dropped. It has been glued and clamped together along with a few brad nails, and that's basically what you should have. And I recommend building it to this stage, your cabinet. Focus. That way you can easily install your electronics, pre-drill your holes, and then remove it, paint the inside, whatever you're going to do with it. Install the top, route it flush, bond to all your holes, sand it flush, pop the top back off, reinstall everything, and give it a final finishing touch of whatever needs to be done to your taste. They do supply little rubber feet in this kit. I never used it in mine, but they are there. Little tiny, like clear gelatin type feet. I'll probably use it on this one. So I hope that helps out. And the little glue blocks are just simple little scraps of, in this particular case, pine. You know, it's not necessary, but it does help strengthen the cabinet. Was it going to change the overall sound quality? I don't know. It might make it better, might make it worse, but it's not taking up enough volume internally to make a difference, in my opinion. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I have no idea. They do provide you little tiny holes when you run your amplifier board through to fish your wires through for your woofer and for your tweeter. This may help cool the circuitry in here. I don't think so. I'd recommend putting in a vent in the top of the cabinet, although it's not shown here, and then a vent in the bottom, so that way cold air pulls up through the bottom, comes out the top. That might cause some unwanted noises, but for this customer, I'm just going to leave it as it is.